Hello students, in present video I am going to explain about third problem from trial balance topic. I am taking this question from Telangana State Telugu Academy Inter First Year Accountancy Textbook. But this video is useful to all commerce students who wants to know about trial balance topic. On trial balance topic I made 3 videos, lecture 1, lecture 2, lecture 3. These videos links and this question are available in the description box. Let us see the question first. The following trial balance has been prepared by an inexperienced accountant. Redraft it in a correct form. Particulars, ledger folio number, debit balance, credit balance. Land and buildings, 1,20,000. Plant and machinery, 92,000. Wages, 18,200. Discount allowed, 1620. Discount received, 730. Purchases, 1,26,000. Sales, 2,40,000. Returns inwards, 6,500. Returns outwards, 3,370. Opening stock, 15,000. Debtors, 30,000. Creditors, 20,000. Carriage on sales, 3,280. Carriage on purchases, 2,800. Insurance, 1,500. General expenses, 6,100. Cash in hand, 2,400. Bank overdraft, 12,100. Capital, 1,54,000 rupees. Drawings, 4,800. And the totals are 4,30,200. Even though trial balance is wrongly prepared, totals are tallied. Let us see the solution for this problem. The following trial balance has been prepared by an inexperienced accountant. Redraft it in a correct form. This is the question. He is not giving in whose books we have to prepare this trial balance. Owner's name is not available, firm's name is also not available. So we cannot write the firm's name or owner's name. Trial balance you should write. Below to that we have to write the date, no? But in question date is also not available. Therefore, as on, and we have to put dash. We can prepare trial balance in 2 formats, journal format, ledger format. Journal format I am following. In journal format, we have 3 columns. Name of the account, debit and credit. In question, he gave trial balance, no? He also followed journal format only. Even ledger folio number column also he opened. But it is negligible, so I am not opening LF number column. All these accounts names are taken from ledger book, no? So same names we have to copy in first column, name of the account column. Then this accountant wrote the ledger account balances in debit and credit columns. But while writing the balances of some accounts, he made mistakes because he is an inexperienced accountant. And what he is asking us to prepare? We have to prepare the correct trial balance by rectifying these errors. To prepare trial balance, you should remember these 2 points. So the accounts which are related with the assets, expenses, losses, drawings, purchases, sales, returns show a debit balance. Therefore, if these accounts are given in the question, then amounts in debit column we should write. The accounts which are related with the liabilities, incomes, gains, capital, sales, purchase returns, reserves, provisions and funds show a credit balance. If accounts are related with this, then they show a credit balance. In credit column we have to write the amount. Let us see the question. Land and building, 1,20,000 rupees. Land and building is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. And this accountant also wrote the amount in correct column only. In debit column only he wrote. We also write in the debit column. Next, plant and machinery, 92,000 rupees. Machinery meaning you know it is a fixed asset. Plant means what? Any fixed asset which is used to manufacture the goods or to sell the goods is known as plant. So plant gives long-term benefit to the firm. Therefore, it is also considered as fixed asset. So plant and machinery is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance now. In debit column, we have to write the amount. This accountant also wrote the amount in debit column only, 92,000 rupees. Wages. Firm pays wages to labor. So to the firm, wage is an expenditure. expenditure related accounts show a debit balance. In debit column we have to write. In question, he is giving 18,200 wage amount in debit column only. Next, discount allowed. Firm allows discount to a debtor. So debtor is a person who has to pay the money to us. Suppose he paid the money before the due date. Then firm is giving some discount to him. To the firm, discount allowed is a loss. Losses show a debit balance. Therefore, in debit column, we have to write the amount. But in question, he has given that amount in credit column, 1620. Here, accountant made a mistake. Instead of showing the discount allowed balance in debit column, he wrote that in credit column. We have to rectify this mistake now. In debit column, we have to write the amount, 1620 rupees. Next, discount received 730, he has given in debit column. Discount received, we receive discount from creditors. Creditor is a person to whom firm is liable. Firm is paying that amount before the due date. So creditor has given discount to the firm. In firm's books we are preparing this trial balance now. To the firm, this discount is a benefit because full amount we are not paying. Some concession we are getting. So this is a gain. Gain shows a credit balance. In credit column, we have to write the amount. But this inexperienced accountant wrote that amount in debit column, 730 rupees. We have to rectify this mistake. Write down the amount in credit column. Next, purchases. Purchases is goods related account. And purchases shows a debit balance. Because in journal entry, always we debit purchases. In purchase account, all transactions on debit side only we post. So if you calculate a balance carried down for purchase account, always it shows a debit balance. In debit column, we have to write the amount. And accountant wrote the amount in debit column only, 1,26,000 rupees. Sales. Sales is also goods related account. Sales account shows a credit balance. Because in journal entry, always we credit sales account. So when we post this entry in sales account, credit side only we post. So sales account always shows a credit balance. In question, he is also giving the amount in credit column, 2,40,000 rupees. Returns inwards. Returns inwards means goods are returned by the customer, goods are coming into the firm. Once firm sold goods to customer, now customer is returning some goods out of them. So this is sales returns. Sales returns account is also goods related account and it shows a debit balance because when we write a journal entry for sales returns, always we debit sales returns account. In sales returns account, all journal entries on debit side only we post. Therefore, sales returns account shows a debit balance. Accountant has written that amount in credit column, 6,500. Now we have to rectify that mistake by writing the amount in debit column. Next, returns outward means purchase returns. Once a firm purchased goods from suppliers, now firm is returning goods to them. Goods are going out. Therefore, outward word he used. Purchase returns account is also goods related account. And a purchase returns account shows a credit balance. Because in all journal entries, purchase returns account we credit. So when journal entry we post in purchase returns account, on credit side only we post. Therefore, purchase returns account shows a credit balance. But accountant wrote that amount in debit column. So we have to rectify this mistake by writing the amount in credit column. Next, opening stock. Opening stock is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Amount is 15,000 rupees. Accountant also wrote that amount in debit column only. Debtors. Debtor is a person who is liable to the firm. There are some debtors. All these debtors, total balancing figure is 30,000 rupees. Debtor account is a personal account and it comes under asset because money should come from them. So it is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. In debit column we have to write the amount. Amount is 30,000. Accountant wrote that amount in debit column only. We are also doing the same. Next, creditors. Creditor is a person to whom firm is liable. It is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance now. In credit column, we have to write the amount 20,000 rupees. Accountant also wrote the amount in credit column. Next, carriage on sales. Firm is selling goods to customers and firm wants to give free home delivery facility to customer. So from firm's shop to customer's house, firm is going to deliver the goods. To the firm, this is an expenditure. Expenditure shows a debit balance. In debit column, we have to write the amount. But accountant wrote this amount in credit column. So accountant thought that sales means income now. So income related some word is given. This is also income, which is not correct. Carriage on sale is an expenditure to the firm. Not only that, carriage on purchases is also an expenditure. Firm purchase raw material or finished products from suppliers. From suppliers shop to our godown to bring these goods, we spend some amount. So that carriage is also an expenditure to us. Carriage on sale, carriage on purchase, both are expenses. Both should be written in debit column. This accountant wrote carriage on sales in credit column and carriage on purchases in debit column, which is not correct. Carriage on sales also we have to write in debit column only. Next, insurance 1500 rupees. Insurance means what? Business involves so many risks. No? So to protect ourselves from these risks, firm takes insurance policy. It may be a fire insurance policy, marine insurance policy, bad debt related insurance policy, or burglary insurance policy. Some insurance policy we have taken to protect ourselves against some loss, and we have to pay premium on that. So whenever insurance word is given, you should understand that we have taken insurance policy and we paid a premium to insurance company. So insurance premium paid is one expenditure which shows a debit balance. So in debit column we have to write the amount 1500 rupees. Next, general expenses. Some small expenses which are related with our business. Common expenses. Expenditure shows a debit balance. Now in debit column we have to write the amount. Amount is 6100 rupees. Cash in hand means cash balance. In firm we have cash balance of 2400. It is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. In debit column we have to write this amount. Next, bank overdraft means from bank we have taken loan. It is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance. In credit column we have to show the amount, but accountant wrote this amount in debit column 12,100, which is not correct. So we have to write this amount in credit column. Next, capital. Capital means investment made by the owner. So capital account shows a credit balance. Here I wrote no. So always capital amount in credit column we should write, because whenever we write a journal entry related with capital, in journal entry we credit capital account. That entry we post on credit side of capital account. So if you balance capital account, it always shows a credit balance. Therefore in credit column we should write the amount. Capital amount is 1,54,000. Accountant also wrote this amount in correct column only. Last one, drawings. If owner withdraws some amount, goods or fixed asset from the firm for his personal use, it is known as drawings. So in journal entry, drawings always we have to debit. Therefore in drawings account, drawings related journal entry we always post on debit side. So if you balance drawings account, it shows a debit balance. Therefore in debit column we have to write the amount. But accountant made a mistake here. In credit column he wrote, which is wrong. Write down that amount in debit column 4,800 rupees. So we have rectified all the errors which are made by this inexperienced accountant. Finally, we have to put the totals of two columns. Debit column total from 1,20,000 rupees to 4,800 rupees. All these debit amounts we have to add, and the total is 4,30,200. Credit column total from 730 to 1,54,000 rupees. If you add all these amounts in credit column also, you will get the same total. So trial balance is tallied. Meaning is, while preparing trial balance, there are no arithmetic errors. While posting the journal entries from journal or subsidiary books to ledger accounts, and while balancing the ledger accounts, there are no arithmetic errors. That is the meaning of this answer. So this is all about third problem from trial balance topic. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.